All right. So tell us, Cleo, what actually inspired the film, of course.
Um, the film was inspired basically by a cabin, a very spooky cabin that was owned by my grandparents on a very remote property in northern Ontario. And I thought, what story would work for this log cabin straight out of the 1920s? And I thought cannibalism.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yes, absolutely. And I actually watched Speak Your Mind, which starred Lee Lawson, and I actually did an interview with her. And I thought she's a great actress. And tell us why you selected her for the film. And she's very versatile in a lot of her roles, of course.
She's basically the whole film. I mean, it's like her face and her performance, and that's the best part of the movie. And actually, she was incredible on set, and she recommended to me a shot that became sort of the central shot of the whole film. So she's an excellent actress to work with, and I feel like when people watch it, they're really going to see the power of her performance. It's very subtle and it's very it's powerful. You know?
Did you have to do a lot more in terms of set design, or did you just work with what you had in terms of the set?
We brought a few things, but largely those antiques were in the cabin. So a lot of the stuff you see there is just stuff we found in the area, in and around in the area. We actually got a lot of the costume and props from a furrier in Nobel, Ontario, called Fur Real Studios, I think, and they're actual trappers, and so they gave us gave us 3 coyote skins, and they had personally made mitts and hats and coats that are a central part of the plot. So they're beautifully brand new made things that I thought looked excellent for it's a period piece, so it worked really well for like the 1910s setting. We lucked out with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell us, what was it? Did you film during COVID, before COVID, or yeah?
Yeah, we shot a long time before COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one's been in post for a long time, just because I've been working. I work in the film industry as a script supervisor, so I've just been finishing the film up on my own in my own time. So it's taken a while. So we shot it before COVID, so there were no worries with COVID. Yeah.
And can you tell us perhaps like a piece of filming equipment or whatever you used in terms of your film, like that you would actually recommend to other up and coming filmmakers, like?
Well, I wish my DP was here. Unfortunately, he was repatriated to Russia, and he's a very cool dude. But he picked Russian anamorphic Lomo lenses, and there used to be a company in Toronto. I'm not sure if they're still around, called Toronto Anamorphic, Lomo Anamorphic, and they had these. They were falling apart. And my good dude, sorry, my good dude forgot the matte box, so he was just basically taping filters directly onto these. But they're huge. We only had 3 lenses. And they're ultra wides. And we were shooting also on a Canon. I think it was a Dragon. Canon, no, the Reds. One of those Reds, right? The ones that are really noisy. So we had essentially an aspect ratio that was far beyond ultra Panavision. So we had to frame it cutting in about 25-30% of the frame. So the whole thing that you're going to see is ultra Panavision, but even that's cut in from the original shots. And so it gave this amazing soft, completely bent exterior. Like the 30 would give you, like, the walls were bending like this. And so it gives this really cool vignetting that you'll see.
Were there any other challenges that you had in regards to making this film?
Oh God, yeah, it was in Northern Ontario, and it was shot in November, and we were hoping for winter, but we got actually 4 seasons while we were up there. The first day was beautiful. People were in t-shirts, beautiful, and it was the last shot of the film is this beautiful, beautiful weather. And thank God, because the film actually takes place between 3 time zones, and so we actually had summer. The next day it rained all day, and everyone almost died from the cold. And the third day we were covered with snow, and it was incredibly. We didn't bring enough heaters. The gaffer almost quit. She's a cool dude, though, because I've worked with her many times. Thank God she didn't, because people were freezing to death. But we got it. We got it. And hopefully that incredibly difficult life of the cold and the freezing and the owning nothing comes through in the film for people.
And tell us what it's like to be part of this festival, Blood in the Snow, and coming and getting back to the film festivals and actually watching movies after COVID or at this latter stage of COVID.
This festival has been great. This is going to be the theater premiere of my film. It's been in festivals for a year, and it's been a number of festivals, and I wasn't able to make it. I think there was 1 showing of all the festivals I was accepted into that was in an actual theater in Massachusetts. But this one, I basically brought my whole family at Knife Point, and so they're here they're going to watch the effing movie, and it's going to be on a giant screen. I'm so excited. And actually, all the movies that I've been seeing, all the shorts have been amazing.
Nice.
And it's such a huge breadth of horror. It's not like slasher. Like, 'cause that's what I thought, because to be honest, like, I'm not very well versed in horror. And when I started marketing this film, I was like, well, it's a horror. I mean, like, there is a horrific element to it. It started as a drama, and it sort of became that. And I've had my eyes open about how amazing and different and really fundamentally unique horror as a genre is. Because you can get a whole bunch of subgenres within, like, a horror frame. I don't know, it's been a great festival. I really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck with the film tonight.